Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Yeah. I said, bitch, don't kill my vibe. You know what I realized yesterday? Excuse me. Yesterday I didn't pray when I rode. What? That should be weird. What, bro? It's fucking cold. It's cold. It's fucking brick, boy. Lord, I pray that you give me the strength to make it home today. Lord, I pray that you watch over me and make sure I'm taken care of. Lord, I pray in the name of Jesus, amen. Mama, I know you're watching me. I love you and I miss you terribly. It's fucking cold. Wow. Colder than a motherfucker. Wow, is it cold? Okay, well, okay, so for anybody in the future, don't ever buy batteries for GoPros off Amazon. They are dog shit. They are fucking cheap. And they are just fucking, the people that sell those, you should be upset with yourself. Anyway, what is up, y'all? I recorded all this intro bullshit before, but my battery died because the batteries are cheap as fuck. So, here we go again. This is going to be a riding video for you guys, on anybody who is new to riding, or, you know, wants to learn something about riding or whatever the case might be. For most of you know, I'm the Tootsie family. When we first did a video back a couple months ago, I did a video on my GS 500E. That bike was totaled in a wreck that I did. The video blew up. You guys went crazy. You guys made sure I was okay. You guys filled my comments, flooded my comments with love and support, and I appreciate y'all. So today we're back for another video. This is going to be the X22R. This is from Venom Motorsports. It's a STR. It's a 250. I'm paying $240 a month for this. VenomMotorsports.com. If you guys have not already checked them out, you should. For anybody who is a new rider that likes the look of a Ninja, but not the motor of a Ninja, this is where you should go. When they first give you the bike, it's got 10 miles on it. I paid $300 up front because when they if you're like really technical and you really know how to do things, you should definitely look into only paying for the bike 90%. They send you the bike 90% done. I paid $300 because I wanted it fully assembled, because I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself putting a bike together. So yeah, this is the bike. This is what I'm going to teach you guys on for a little bit. So we're going to learn about the friction zone. We're going to learn about the control of the brakes. We're going to learn about what brakes to use in predicaments and situations. Yeah, we're just gonna have some fun. Give you guys some like slow tutorials. Okay, so the last video that I did for you guys was on my GS 500E. That video went viral because you guys loved that the guy that pulled up next to me had like 6 sandwiches in one. I'll drop the link for that video down below if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, so this is the new video. I did an unboxing for this bike a while ago, and you guys seem to like that video too, so here we are again. So yeah, so she's quiet, she's lightweight, she's a 250. She's not fully like, you know, top speed on this is 90. The top speed that I've gotten this on is 80. So yeah, so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna show y'all, like I said. So first start of the video, don't ever get on a bike this way. Right? Don't ever get on a bike. Don't ever get on a bike this way. A lot of people do it because they think they're cool. Don't do that, okay? Because you can have loose footing, right? You come over here and you swing that leg over. You could lose footing and it just doesn't feel comfortable, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come over to the left side, right? This is how they're gonna teach you. Grab that front brake. Boom. Easy. Just like that, right? When you do the motorcycle riding course, I had to do it. She's always going to tell you, he or she's always going to tell you, make sure you grip that, because if you grip it, right, you ain't going to go nowhere, right? Let's say you grip it. Let's say you try to get on and it's just rolling. Hit that brake, you ain't gonna go nowhere, right? When you're comfortable and you're feeling good, put that kickstand up. Feel the motion of the bike. Feel how it feels. Feel how, stand up if you can and feel it. Feel how soft, and feel how just feel it. Just understand what the weight is. You know, rock it back and forth. Go up. If you're in neutral, which usually the bikes are usually in neutral, roll it. Hit that brake. Understand the feel of the brakes. Okay. Come up, roll it, right? Hit that brake, okay? Understand it. get used to the bike before you turn it on. I promise you that if you do all these things, if you feel the bike, you feel how it feels, if you just get into the groove and understand things, you're gonna be safe, okay? For the most part, everything, you know, roll it, test it, feel how it feels, right? Boom, feels good, okay? Once you do that, then we'll move on. Then we'll move on to the turn on, okay? With the 2023s, right? With these bikes, if you could see it, I don't know if you can. I think you can. With the 2023s, newer bikes, I like how it's all set up in the front, right? So you got the time, you got the clock. My last problem on my other bike is I never was able to realize when I was out of gas. I think I ran out of gas twice, right? So this has a gas gauge, which is fucking phenomenal. I topped her off before I got here for this video. And then I put 500 miles on, and that's just it. Usually they have a neutral sign right here, right? So if you put it in first, it goes away. Half click, neutral, okay? Now, if you got far into this video and you got far into this part, now you are kind of comfortable with being able to have it started, right? And realize that it's gonna work. Realize that yourself, you got this. Understand, just believe in yourself, okay? So okay, so anytime you're in neutral or whatever, right? Let's say you wanna take her and put her in first. You're gonna hold this clutch. Boom. Listen. You hear that? That is the sound of me going into first, right? Now, when you first start a bike, when you first start the road exam on the driving course, there's two things they're gonna have you do, right? The first one is, like I showed you, we're gonna make sure you can wiggle it and roll it up and down, and make sure you can handle it, right? Make sure you can handle like the power and how much it weighs, because at stoplights and streetlights, you're gonna need to be able to like hold yourself steady, and you're gonna need to be able to like put yourself in the predicament of hit that brake, feet down type shit, okay? The friction zone is the next part of this video, right? So the friction zone is when you're in first and you have that clutch pulled, okay? When you release this clutch, the bike's gonna start rolling, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna release it. My bike's gonna start rolling right about here, okay? And you hold that clutch, you pull that clutch back in, you'll stop rolling, okay? So friction zone is right about here, okay? Boom, hold, bring it back up, okay? Friction zone. Friction zone. First step, understand where your bike is gonna go. Understand where your bike is gonna release so you can give it throttle, okay? So when you let it go a little bit and it starts to roll, you're gonna want to give it throttle, okay? That's how that works, right? So let's try this again, okay? Don't worry about giving throttle, just worry about the friction zone. Friction zone. See? Alright, and then when you're comfortable with the friction zone and you're comfortable with being able to like let's say you're able to let's say you're in an open parking lot, right? And you start on an open parking lot, ride that friction zone out a little bit. See what I mean? Ride that friction zone. Understand what that friction zone's about. Okay? Come back up on a hill. Not even a hill, just come back up, right? And just friction zone. friction zone. See what I mean? Friction zone. Okay? Once you're able to do the friction zone, then you just give it gas. Okay? So here's how it's gonna look when you give it gas, right? Let the clutch go, and now you're cruising in first. Okay? Now you're cruising in first, right? Understand the brakes. Anytime you're gonna be on a road and you're doing things, try to use the back brake. Back brake is always gonna be down there. Okay? Hold that clutch in to stop. Put the feet down. Solid, right? Back her up. Do this again. Okay? Gas. See what I mean? It's easy things. It's easy things, right? Let's say you got to stop at a stop sign. Boom, brake. Stop. Hold the clutch. Anytime you're going to stop, hold that clutch, hit the brake. Give it throttle. If you ever rode a dirt bike, you'll understand, right? Now, if you're familiar with all these steps and you're chilling, now you're gonna wonder, well, how do I shift? How am I gonna know when to shift? How am I gonna know what's a good shifting course, right? Before you learn to shift to second gear, understand the mathematics of your bike, okay? Understand the concept of your bike. Understand what the bike is, how the bike runs. Understand what your bike is capable of. Because if you don't understand what your bike's capable of, you get whiskey throttle, okay? Half click into neutral. And that's that, right? So what did we learn? The friction zone. Learn the weight of your bike. Learn the size of your bike. Learn how the bike feels, right? It's all about safety in this course. It's all about understanding how and when and what to do in situations of an accident or of a stop short vibe. You know, understand the vibe of it. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna ride a little bit out of this area. Same precautions that I showed you, right? And then I'm gonna show you guys how to upshift. Okay. So we'll get out of here. Now, most of the people that know how to ride understand the shifting progress when you hear the sounds of the bike, right? So, in this particular moment of my bike, I hear that it wants to shift up, but I'm not ready to shift up because of where I'm at. So usually this would be a 10 to 15 mile an hour road. So right now I'm not really in the mood to shift up, right? So, in the predicament, right? Usually if I'm not doing this video, I'd be in second, right? You're gonna end up either shooting the bike, right? Okay, so clutch, off the throttle, shift up, right? Try that again, ready? See if I can point this down for you guys. Ready? So, off the throttle, clutch in, off the throttle. Back, I'm in the third now, okay? Same thing if you were to downshift, okay? Upshift is when you want to go higher. Clutch, off, upshift, back on the throttle after you release the clutch, okay? Try this again, ready? Throttle, clutch, upshift, okay? Clutch, never on the throttle, rev, downshift, rev, downshift. Now you're in first. Okay. Now we're gonna hit a turn. Give it throttle when you're off the clutch. Off the throttle, upshift. Off the throttle, clutch, upshift. Right? Just like that. Always make sure to turn your clickers off too. Okay? Remember, throttle, clutch, upshift. Okay? Always roll off the throttle, hold in the clutch. You're going to want to hold in the clutch, off the throttle, upshift, back on the throttle, release the clutch. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's hard for most of you that are learning. But I promise you, when you learn it, it's very, very easy. Okay? So we're going to give it a little bit more gas. Right? So now we're just cruising at this point, okay? Now, in predicaments of cars stopping, anytime you want this bike to go, your main thing, right? Like when you wake up, you're gonna always think to yourself, when I wake up, I'm gonna brush my teeth, right? No. Most of you will roll out of bed, take a piss, brush your teeth, right? Some people do the opposite. Some people brush their teeth while they take a piss. It's just how America is, right? So most of the time when you're in cities, you're gonna want to always ride between third and fourth gear. I'm in fourth gear just because I wanted to show you guys a little bit, but usually if you're riding in towns that are like 25 to 30 miles an hour, you want to keep it between second and third gear. You don't have to necessarily keep it in fourth gear. Like, I could drop it down a gear and still be able to ride it in third, you know. So, right now we're riding in fourth. Just chilling, hanging out, you know. Now remember that technique, right? When you want to upshift, hold in the clutch, release the throttle, upshift, back on the throttle, release the clutch. Okay? You're always gonna want to release the clutch right as you give it throttle, so you rev match what gear you're in with the speed that you're going. Right? So I'm in fourth gear. This light might go yellow, so we can actually learn it. Actually, it might not. It might just stay green. Nope, it did. Okay, hold in the clutch, brake, rev, downshift, rev, downshift, downshift. Right? Now I'm a half a click in, so I'm in neutral. Okay? It's just like that. Clutch, down, rev a little bit, make sure the bike, make sure the bike is ready for whatever you're gonna do. That and like kids and shit love the rev. They love it. I'm always getting kids like, oh, I stalled there. That's how you stall, bike. that's how you stall. So when I just shifted twice, I held in my clutch, let off the throttle, I upshifted, got back on the throttle, released the clutch. Okay? I did that twice. So right now I'm in third, and I'm running about 40. So I could. Oh, did I pass that guy? There's like this big statue. Oh no, he's right here. Yo, look at this guy, bro. This guy is lit. You know, I wonder why old people doesn't like bikes. Like, that lady that I just passed was facing just the grass, and for some reason I feel like as soon as she heard my bike, she was like, oh nah, fuck that, we gotta turn around. Ooh! You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't people like bikes? What's wrong with bikes? What's wrong with motorcycles? Like another view of transportation? I don't understand. Like, it's, you know, is it hard for people to see them? I don't know. I gotta tie my laces. They're driving me nuts. I have laces on my hoodie, and they're like smacking into my helmet, and it's making a weird noise. They're smacking in my helmet and it's making a weird sound. They're still smacking, but whatever. slow, that car. Thought that was a cop, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I slowed down. I ain't hit no brakes. I just grabbed my whatchamacallit, dropped my throttle down. Pumpkins, get your fucking pumpkins here. do I have to pee, bro? I gotta fucking piss like a racehorse. Look at that lake. I wish there was like a turn off that we can like hit real quick and take some pictures. See, that is a turn off, but it's not like enough to where I want to get a picture. I just need to grab some fucking, what you want to call it, man? Picked the wrong side to wear. I'll tell you what though. Picked the wrong side to park. Ooh, I gotta pee. Yo, I'm sure bet they fucking in that van. How much you want to bet? They probably getting a freak on. I would love to get a picture of this bike real quick. I think we're gonna try. Even if it's in dirt. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. Definitely not supposed to do this though. Just saying. This is definitely like a no-no for bikes. That whole lady's doing a whole U-turn. Holy shit. She's like, fuck this shit. I'm out. U-turning in this motherfucker. Up in this bitch. Why does it seem to take longer to get to a destination than it does leaving the destination and going back to where you were? Like, getting to where I was just at took longer than it did going back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be at that roundabout 10 minutes, maybe max. You ever just want to rip one while you're fucking riding? Feel bad for whoever's behind me on that one, huh? Little four-wheeler quad, dude. Hand on the bottle, don't know how I got you, but I couldn't ask for more. Girl, what we got is worth thanking God for. I thank God to get the way up my side. Thank God, no hand fits firmly in mine. Thank God. You love me, but you didn't have to, but you did, and he knew, and he knew. Thank God for giving me you. Hey, let's go, baby. Gotta show love to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's go, baby! Woo! I remember they made me remember that shit in high school. 8 o'clock in the morning, right when school starts. Alright, everybody get the fuck up. Pledge allegiance time, bitches. I'm like, oh, damn. Is it pledge allegiance time or are you gonna rob me? Because I'm feeling threatened. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one it is, mister, just know that, you know. Y'all seen that, man? Man looked like he was mean mugging someone, bro. Like, what? Who the fuck you mean mugging, cuz? That cop was on the phone. Did y'all see that? When I hit the turn on him, he was on his phone. He was on the phone call. See, now this is the way they should have had the cones when I had the accident. And this is how they should have the cones when there was the accident on the fucking on the whatchamacallit. When I had the accident on the black tar, that's what they should have had for black tar, honestly. And they didn't. They had nothing. That's yeah, that's what they should have had for the black tar. What they didn't. They were like, yeah, fuck the black tar, because that doesn't hurt nobody. You just got kissed by a girl? The fuck? ain't shit. Bruh.